I get up at 8 and I go to the gym. You will never take up that spot. You're not, because you know what? I need that to be healthy and strong. I need to go there. I need to go to the gym. I like it. It's away from you. It's my time to make me better, right? Just like I don't expect you to be 2 tons of fun eating Cheerios. That's we're two different lifestyles. She
Can
will
I
never.
ask a
She will never make
clarifying question?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Are you more so? Are you more of a equal 50-50 type
No,
relationship?
no,
No.
I take care of everything. I don't mind that. I don't mind paying for my wife's dinner. I don't mind doing anything like that. But I know one thing: she's not gonna spread her makeup out all over the counter like a mess. She's gonna, you know what? If she's the last one to get out of that bed, she's gonna be making it. If she's gonna put that coffee in the last, I tell you right now, that sink's gonna be clean. If she's the last one to drink a cup of coffee, because I
Just
like my feng shui. My place is spotless. I like knowing anybody can walk through that front door and it looks great. They can go into my bathroom clean. They shouldn't be in my bedroom anyways because they don't belong there. But everything else is gonna be good. And my wife's gonna be the same way. She's gonna know what I like and what I don't like, how I like things to be. Just like I'm gonna know what she likes and what she doesn't like.
That's why I'm asking where you're gonna go get your wife from.
I don't know. You know what? It's not a
You know what I'm saying? Because like it sounds like you've already pre-constructed her. You know what I'm saying?
It's not pre-constructed.
So,
I don't understand what's wrong with having lives outside of your relationship.
No, I'm talking about like the way you describe it. Like you went into everything that you don't want, right?
Right.
And then you went into everything that you require, right?
Right.
But what do you like? You know what I'm saying?
I like her to follow that. I like her to pick up after herself. I like her to be clean. I like her to exactly. She's gonna know when she sits down, she's crossing her legs. She's a woman. She's not gonna sit down like a guy, one leg up, one leg down. She's not gonna speak any different other way. I'm gonna be able to take her to a black tie event, and she's gonna know how to speak and when to speak. She's not gonna be like this all over the place, disrespecting me. She's never gonna say what happens in our house outside of our house. What happens between us, she's gonna know stays between us. Plain and simple. My friends are gonna know to respect her, and her friends are gonna know to respect me. That there's no negotiation in that. It's called mutual respect. She's not gonna have to cook and clean and pick up after me. I don't need you to cook and clean. I'm a bachelor way before you came along. I ain't starving because you came in before you came into my life. I like cooking. So I like making different dishes, you know, and I've been with women that don't know how to cook. And believe me, I'll never drink that poison again. But it's not about controlling her. I like a career-oriented woman. I like a woman that has her life. I want her to have her life, but we also, if it's time to build one, then we have that conversation. We sit down. If you want to bring a kid into this world, we sit down and have, what does that look like for us? What do you see us doing? How do you see us do? We have that discussion. I'm not just gonna, like I said, just because she's my wife doesn't mean I'm just gonna assume she's gonna go out for dinner with me. Just because she's my wife doesn't mean I'm gonna tell her this is what we're having for dinner. I'm gonna always interact with her to ask her, what does she wanna do? I'm just saying in my professional life, she will never come first because my art was here before her and it'll be here after her. She has nothing to do with my mortgage, nothing to do with my car payments. She has everything to do with my personal life. When I go to a movie, what do you want to see? What do we feel like seeing together? And she doesn't need to hear, I love you every day. I'm going to show her every night. I'm not this guy you're going to call up and say, baby, you know, you haven't called me today, do you? What? Click. No, no. That's like La La Land. What movie were you watching? Really? And I'm going to tell a young man like that, if you bring a woman into your life, what you have to know what's her purpose. Where does she fit in? If she doesn't want kids, get that up front. Because most girls today, some of them say, I don't know if I want kids. Well, she don't know. That's not the one for you.
Man, you'd be great for a promotion on like cologne. Like you could just name it AAA. And
you know,
AAA, you know what? You know what the AAA will stand for?
No.
All about Antoine.
It's not all about me. What makes you think it's all about
no.
me? What makes you think it's all about me? It's not all about me. Like I said.
No, pause. Check this out. It is about you. But
What?
here's the deal. I don't have a problem with it. My thing is this. If you know what you want, and it's not a negative thing. If you know what you want and you know what you don't want, if you got standards, if you know exactly what role you want your woman to play in your life, you're already good. All you gotta do is just figure out where they are so you can grab one. So
Exactly.
I don't like I said before, I don't have any problem with what anybody wants to do, whether or not I would approach it that way, whether or not that's how I want to live my life. Everybody do everybody. Everybody do you. You know what I mean? So my thing is, I think that's good that you got all of these standards and all of these criterias and all these stipulations because that means you've thought about these things because a lot of dudes don't think about them.
Because I
A
know what
lot
it
of
takes to
people,
get exactly. I
a
know
lot
what it
of
takes to
people
get a
that's
function.
listening, yeah, a lot of people that's listening to this, never hadn't had this conversation. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna walk
About,
out of bed and slip on your nightie. Like, why am I slipping on your night? Like, why is it there?
yeah,
How do you forget between the bathroom and the bedroom to drop it on the floor? Like,
yeah.
you know what
And
I mean?
and that was my biggest takeaway from what you said was the fact that you know exactly what you want. It seems like at least you know exactly what you don't want and some requirements and what how you kind of expect the relationship to go once you get married and stuff like that. And I think that's what that's what young men need. Before you start looking for a woman, you need to know what you want first and what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with, red flags, all of these different things like that. Because if this person is going to be with you for a lifetime, you want to make sure that you pick right,
After I
and
see, after we're together, we're having that conversation. The next thing out of my mouth is, "Do you want kids? Yes or no?" It ain't no negotiation. I want kids. You don't want. Well, we're not going to work out. I mean, what are we together for,
and I think
right?
that's where dating or getting with somebody when it's time, having an intent behind it, not just, getting with somebody, having an
Yes, I
intent
get up
behind
at
why you're
8.
with them.
I get up at 8 and I go to the gym. You will never take up that spot. You're not, because you know what? I need that to be healthy and strong. I need to go there. I need to go to the gym. I like it. It's away from you. It's my time to make me better, right? Just like I don't expect you to be 2 tons of fun eating Cheerios. We're two different lifestyles. If I can't carry you over the threshold, why am I going to marry you? Like, why? It's two different lifestyles. That's how I'm seeing things. And I would tell any young man, when you bring that woman into your life and you know there's promise there and she looks good and she has possibilities, then you lay down the questions of what you want. You want kids, yes or no? Are you messy or are you clean? Can we find a common ground? If I know that I'm 44 and at this stage of my life, everything is feng shui that helps me produce that, why am I going to bring something in that disrupts it? I'm like, why would I do that? Like, that would be stupid of me, right? And just like it's not like me going into her life or her coming into mine. It's finding how we fit together and make it work. If you have your career, great. I have my career, great. But we have our conversations when we come home, we're together. This is what time you're going to be home. This is what time I'm going to be home. Now, if we plan on having,
Relationships.
yeah,
Yeah,
if we plan on having kids, that's a discussion, because
man.
I'm not going to have one.
Expectations, timing, and baggage, man. All that stuff
Oh,
is mixed up.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't understand why people come. Life isn't complicated. It's humans that make it complicated. My life's simple. My life is simple. I'm not making nothing. I'm not overthinking you. I'm not thinking about you when I'm drawing. You are not even in my mind, and you better disturb me for a good reason, because that's how it is. I need that to do what I do. I'm creating up here. You're down here. I'm creating because this is what it takes. I'm channeling. I'm into it, right? But after I break it down and come home, I'm all yours. I am all yours. The kids, where are they? Let's have fun. When it's time for the weekend and playing, I don't want to know nothing about art. I don't even let my friends call me and ask me about art. I don't even let clients call. I don't even let my manager call me and ask me about art because I'm having fun. My phone does it this year. She can pick it up and look at it at any time. She can even answer it. I have nothing on here that she doesn't know about, and it better be the same for her. Unless she's planning my birthday party or something for me, I'm picking up your phone. When you're in the shower, I'm looking at it. If I want to go through it, not that I will, because I don't see a reason to, but I don't have to hide my phone. Every number in my phone here has a name attached to it. If there's no name attached to it, I'm not picking it up, because if it's important, you'll leave me a message. I'll see who it is. I'll call and then pick it up. That's it. If you make it into the Rolodex, you're good, right? So if she sees another name of another woman, I'm going to tell her this is who it is and that's what it's about. If she has doubts and needs proof, would you leave? Just leave. What are you doing? What are you doing?
just leave.
Just leave. Just leave. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's be mature about it. I'm telling you who she is. You want to meet her? No problem. You want to talk to her on the phone? No problem. But what you're gonna if you get triggered because that and that, she was there way before you. Trust me, she'll be there after you, and that's the way.
I need to go out with Antoine. I need to see how he be giving it to these folks.
I know, right?
I need to see it in action.
Guys,
I need to see it real time now.
Dude, I'm being honest with you. There's, I mean,
I believe you. I believe
when my ex cheated on me, we didn't have a discussion. I just said, okay, so how do we do this? Just pack up your stuff.
Take me down through there. Unpack
Come
that.
back,
I want to hear.
Pack up your stuff and leave. Let me get on to the crying and the boohooing, but just pack up your stuff, leave. Let's not have why it happened. I don't want to know how it happened. I don't want to know who. No, just it's okay. Look, it's okay. Pack up, neat. I'm not gonna throw your stuff out. I'm gonna allow you to come in and pick it up. I'm gonna allow all that stuff. No, it's about having it's a discussion. And I will tell any young man, if you bring in a woman into your life and you're a body, mind, and sound, have that discussion with her. Does she align with what you align with? You know, and it's not about cooking and cleaning. Come on, that's old school. Who really cooks today? What woman really knows how to cook today anyways? All right, let's face it. Everybody gets their recipes off YouTube. You know what I mean? Everybody knows chicken. Everybody knows to go to the market, get a grilled chicken. Everybody knows to boil vegetables. You really don't need a woman to cook and clean. But the essentials of how your house is maintained, that's a discussion. How we clean, how we present ourselves, that's a discussion, you know? And that's it. You are the woman. I will never wear the skirt, and you will never wear the pants. When you sit down, your legs are crossed. Mine's over.
All right. So you say that, but not a lot, but some of the things you said you made it seem like there were going to be discussions with your wife about certain things. So right. I say that to say this. If it's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and somebody's knocking on the door, who's getting out the bed? You or her? Me. Exactly. So you have to provide the security and the protection for your wife.
Job. That is my job.
Exactly. That's your job. That's your role.
It's the mailman outside. You ain't answering the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna answer the door to the mailman. Our young kids is not gonna run to the door and open it. No, you're gonna be the mother and you're gonna hold the kids back and you're gonna call me and I'm gonna go handle it. That's the way it is. I'm not saying you're not strong. I'm not saying you're a weak woman. I'm not saying you can't take care of yourself. Just know your role. You know what I mean? You're not taking me down. It's like the same thing I say about police officers. Why do you think they have a ride along with them? Female police officers have somebody with them because they know, I mean, come on. Boxing for 12 years, martial arts, you ain't taking me down. You better pull your gun out and shoot me. I don't care what kind of cop you think you are, female-wise. Let's be real. You get hit by one of these, you know what I mean? That's why there's a difference between female UFC and male UFC. If it was the same, they'd be mixed in there. But let's call it like it is. Okay? If the doorbell rings, honey, go. If she hears a bump in the night, nudge me, get up and go check. I'm getting up and going check. That's just the way it is. Right? If I tell her I'm coming home, I'm coming home. I mean, why is that so hard? Why are women fighting that back? You know, well, I want my own identity. What is your own identity? You do everything on your own. I'm not interfering with your identity. I'm just saying, I mean, what did I say that's so wrong and controlling? I really don't understand that. You know what I mean? Because I know your money ain't for me. I know you, I don't even think my ex-girlfriend even gave me any of her money. I think she, only time I got money from her is when she bought me something. Like a present, or she took me out for my birthday. She splurged on me a little. But the last time I checked, she wasn't giving me money for a phone or rent or a car payment, surprising me with a car payment, or even my dishes were better than her. I'm serious. My pots and pans are top of the line. I love that stuff. When she brought her rinky dinky stuff in here, I was like, well, I mean, get it on eBay or something. I don't know what you're doing, but you ain't putting that with me. I like my knives and forks. Yours are like each. Oh.
Man, you in there competing with pots and pans?
Well, I'm just saying. I gotta.
Y'all been competing over cookware.
Vic, I'm proud of
come
my.
in with that weak ass non-stick game. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm proud of my cooking. You should see.
You're gonna take them down and clean. Take them to the club and clean.
Yes, I'm proud of my Calphalon. I'm a fan of Calphalon. I hope they sponsor me one day.
Hey man, I ain't never seen nobody use the process of elimination behind cookware though. That's
That's
some
a
cold
that's
shit
a new
right
one
there.
on me.
That's some new shit right there.
I mean, you know, like I said,
Kobe got the game fucked
listen,
up. You know what I'm saying? Got
It
women
may
getting,
be a flex if you got
got
some good
women.
pots and
Yeah, you know what I'm
pans.
saying? Like, let
You
me
know
see
what I
your
mean?
pots and pans. Oh, I
I
can't
might
even fuck
use
with
it.
you.
That might be a flex. I'm like, man, my pots and pans, man, her pots and pans
Oh,
wasn't up to standard. I had to get rid of her.
yeah, you got that weak
yeah.
ass Gotham
Oh, it
Steel
was
shit.
Yeah.
unmatching cups, unmatching.
Bro, the game getting cold out here, man. Like, look,
Yeah.
hey, y'all here, hey, ladies, y'all here, Antoine. You know
Yo,
what I'm
he
saying? Hey,
Antoine. Yeah, he available.
He checking your pots and pans.
Yeah.
He running through them. You know
You're
what I'm
not
saying?
wearing those.
So like,
Hey, I go
hey.
right down to you're not wearing the granny panties and anything.
Yo,
You know,
hey,
Hey,
listen, ladies, if
look.
you ain't got the lids to go with your pots, don't fuck with Antoine. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
I tell y'all this though. You want them though. Look at them.
Yeah,
Light skin,
yeah,
got
look
an
good.
accent.
don't be
You know what I
starting that
mean?
now. Don't
You
be
go
Yeah.
to the
starting that.
gym,
No, I'm just saying,
5'6",
like I know
ponytail. You know what I mean? He
It look
doing
like
it up.
he look like he come
Artist.
with a side
That
of hot
ponytail
yoga
look-
too.
Yeah,
He look like he
he
come with
put,
a side of hot yoga.
Hey,
You know what
in
I'm
defense
saying?
of the ponytail, that's only because of the
Look like a
pandemic.
little Kobe.